Sure. 2024 for day two here at a massive tech conference. And day one was amazing in terms of my experience here, not just the atmosphere, and just seeing all of the entrepreneurs and the startup companies and some of the speakers. One of the speakers I attended the roundtable on whistleblowing, and that was amazing. I'll post about that later on. It was a really powerful discussion about what it means to whistleblow. They actually had whistleblowers from Boeing and representation, and it was from the Whistleblowers Aid Society that was representing the roundtable. A lot of great discussions there. But in terms of our experience on day one, just interviewing some amazing thought leaders in the space, including Davin, the Chief Technology Officer at KPMG Canada, who started us off. Davin, one of the best dressers around at this conference, was amazing, talking about how KPMG is integrating AI into a lot of their solutions and trying to make it practical. Trying to say, here's the software and here's the tools like Clio, the chatbot that KPMG has developed using GPT-4 and OpenAI's engine behind ChatGPT. Say, we want you to actually use this for research and for other reasons. To find places to be efficient. Those areas that take a lot of repetitive tasks, don't necessarily engage critical thinking, to move those to potentially AI solutions and really have the professional, the CPA, engage in what they do best, their experience critical thinking. So he brought a ton of energy. He was amazing. Many thanks to Davin to kick us off. After Davin, if I'm getting my order correct, a surprise visit from Meta World Peace. Now, you might not know Meta World Peace, formerly known as Ron Artest. I'm a huge NBA fan. And in fact, the interview had been canceled, but there was this very large, what looked like an NBA player because he's 6'8", waiting to be interviewed right after Davin. And that was a really exciting for me because I'm a huge NBA fan. I followed him growing up, but also how he was as a personality. He was very gracious and humble. Who he was as a player had a persona to him, one that was potentially put to emotions and potentially labeled difficult. But what he described to me in becoming an entrepreneur, a mentor to a lot of businesses, he was also on his way to the innovator group for those of color, that he has learned how to be coachable and patient in the space of an entrepreneur, and also try to look for those qualities in the organizations he wants to support and invest in. So it was an amazing experience talking to him. Very nice guy. Again, he's huge, and NBA players. It was just the only reason, if you saw a picture of LinkedIn that we're at the same height, is because I'm standing and he's sitting. So him sitting down is at the same height as me. But it was really a great conversation with Meta, and again, he was very humble, and it was really nice to talk to him. And I got some credit in the NBA community that I'm part of with some friends that I got to meet at a World Peace. Moving on, and I might be getting the order wrong, and Leonard, you can correct me. Sandra, thank you. Sandra Rowe, who's the CEO of the Blockchain Global Council, and amazing interviewee, just lots of experience and knowledge in the blockchain space for many years, really talking about how blockchain has developed more in terms of solutions for businesses, moved past sort of the sandbox phase, which blockchain has been in for a while, and moved into let's find ways to have blockchain solve things for businesses, and not just the cryptocurrency part of blockchain, which you did talk about as well. And I had a very specific conversation about cryptocurrency with a guest right after that, an interviewee right after that, Lucas Maffin, CEO of Coinbase Canada. But with Sandra, she described really some interesting challenges with AI, because AI has dominated the media space. Where does blockchain fit in? And she actually saw it as a positive in some way, because there has been some negativity about blockchain with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried and the cryptocurrency exchange and the fallout from that. So AI is kind of taking more of the media, maybe less of the scrutiny there. But also there's opportunities, as she was describing, for AI in terms of where blockchain solutions can help with AI problems like data security, data privacy, and their blockchain solutions. So it's great to talk to Sandra. Thanks so much for your time, Sandra. Next, I'm going to talk to Lucas, CEO of Coinbase, a very good interviewer or interviewee, just very calm. It seems like he's done a lot of interviews. And it was a really great conversation because we talked about stablecoin. You'll see those interviews later on. I'll be posting those interviews, and I'll post more about where to find them later on. but stablecoin, the market in Canada, regulations, investors in cryptocurrency, where things are going, both from the institutional investor point of view, but also from those that are personally investing in cryptocurrency and the way things are changing. So really interested to talk to Lucas. And finally, Edwin, who's CEO of Articulate, and that's very specific software that I use because I work in the education space. So working with instructional designers such as Frank Torcha, working with me, and others, they use Articulate to help storyboard an idea learning objective into a course that you might need for CPD, continuing professional development, or continuing professional education. And that was one of the leading softwares that help produce e-learning in terms of different modalities and ways to engage learners. And he also talked about artificial intelligence and how he sees that interacting with the learning model. We currently have learning management systems. A lot of organizations have learning management systems. If you're a small business, you might have Thinkific, Udemy, Teachable. Larger organizations might have Moodle, Blackboard. There's a lot of them out there. But he talked about how AI might change the way in which we learn in terms of how we interact with the learners, in terms of learning or nano learning. It's a really interesting conversation with Edwin. I believe that ended our day. So a lot of great conversations. Stay tuned to the posting of those interviews. They were all great in terms of depth of conversation, really specific to the CPA finance community. For day 2, this is my last LinkedIn Live because I'm only here for day 1 and day 2. I don't think I'll be back here for day 3 because I'm at the Ethics Conference for CPA Ontario, virtually delivering a presentation on FTX. So be there if you're gonna. You have nothing to do on Wednesday, sign up for the virtual conference, go to CPA Ontario's website. But today we have a lot of interviews stacked up, a lot of heavy day of interviews. I'll let you know later on who we have interviewed, just in case. Sometimes these interviewees, because we're interviewing quite a number of high-profile individuals, sometimes they're not always able to be there because other things happen in their schedule. So at the end of the day, I'll post who we interviewed and keep you up to date. But it's been an amazing conference. Lots of energy. I will need a deep hibernation sleep after this because I'm going to be exhausted because there's just a lot of energy, a lot of people, and it's a lot. And for myself, being with the press and media, media likes to eat, by the way. Media gets served food and coffee, and when the food is out, the media is not interviewing people. They're at the food tables because you do work up a sweat. You get a build of hunger going and interviewing and keeping engaged with these amazing people. So that's my update for day 2, and we'll be back, not on LinkedIn Live, but I'll be posting about LinkedIn. I'll do a LinkedIn Live next week to summarize my entire experience here at Collision 2024. But thanks for watching.